Hey, welcome to the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona Meade at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. So welcome to Contribution Freedom Monday. And today's topic and theme is living a life purpose-led business for spiritual entrepreneurs to manifest more life-work balance. So today, talking about contribution freedom and following on from my vision board challenge, which I happen to do annually on the second week in December from Monday to Sunday, every single day. So we talk about contribution on Mondays, health freedom on Tuesdays. I'm laughing because I've got a joke. Emotional freedom on Wednesdays. We're talking about living an intentional life, setting intentions, setting a big vision of freedom in every single area of your life. Contribution freedom, health freedom, emotional freedom, environmental freedom, relationship freedom, spiritual freedom, and financial freedom. And I've just got a message from a soul sister who, not even a message, just like a post in the Facebook or a Facebook group saying, like, it's literally at 7:30 p.m. UK time, right? So every single day. So welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. So contribution freedom is Monday. So I've contributed for a whole entire week. We've had so much fun. Again, thank you to everybody who's watched that. That's my contribution in the world annually. Set those intentions, set that vision together. So if you want to do that with me, that vision board challenge, I only have to do it once a year, but you can actually go through it. So I'll leave the link in the show notes and the description. But the beautiful thing is that a soul sister had just posted, and if you watch this, she just said that she was actually waiting at the time for the vision for the next day, and she's like, I sat there waiting at 7:30 and realized that there's no day 8. And I just thought, oh wow, what a contribution, what a week where you impact somebody so much that actually it's like, well, this has become a habit now, like I'm ready for the next thing. And then sorry about that, but and then there's not a day 8. There's 7 days. For the vision board party, there's 7 days. There's definitely not 8, but I just love that. And so it inspired me to just, show up live and get this podcast done, because I've just done the financial freedom because I didn't do it yesterday. And I just thought, what a contribution that like that just really lights me up. So thank you. And again, I would love to support you in manifesting more life, work balance and freedom in 2024. So have a look at that. I've had so much fun doing it. And this YouTube podcast is a follow-on and a continuation, a journaling. It's a practical experience where we set intentions, we express gratitude, we raise our vibrational frequency, and we visualize, and we take soul-guided action, right? I was saying that I was listening to The Science of Getting Rich yesterday for financial freedom. And that's one of the things of not taking the action. So when we are inspired, when we set those intentions, and the universe gives you those signs and those synchronicities to live your purpose and to actually execute, do it, right? Do it. Absolutely do it, because it's just going to absolutely be a game changer. Contributing in the world through your life purpose and creating a business around that is just like, it's the holy grail. So with that said, I want to start this episode off with how you feel. If nobody's asked you today, how do you feel? How do you feel around your own life purpose? We rate our vibrational frequency between a 1 and an 11. 1 is like you're in soul funk, and 11, you're in soul flow. You're like, yes, everything's happening, everything's popping. And it doesn't mean to say that from one moment to the next, like everything, I've got hair or something, from one moment to the next, like you've got all the clients and you're working with all your sub clients and everything's, it's not that, it's how you feel and the energy that you're putting forth in your business. Now, I can say that I'm getting on my Bank 50K in 50 days after the vision board. I'm in this season, a very limited season of the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, and offering one-on-one sessions, right? Very limited. I'm not sure how long. When the sessions are gone, they're gone, right? 50 sessions. And I offered one today. It was the first one that I offered today. One I had to cancel, because I was like, that's not energetically aligned. I'm not going to be able to serve you. But one that I had was Amazing. The level of contribution. We were on the phone for absolutely ages, which I just love. I set aside like 30 to 90 minutes, depending on who I'm speaking to. And this was epic. And I asked for a video testimonial in exchange. So I'm really looking forward to that, because she just updated me, and I'm not going to do a spoiler alert of what soul guided action that she's taken. So I always say, what will make this a breakthrough session for you today? I don't believe in contributing in the world with clarity calls or strategy calls or sales calls or discovery calls. I want no part of it. And you're like, what? That's what we're taught. Do that. And I'm like, no, breakthroughs. So I've said, what will make this a breakthrough for you? I love witnessing breakthroughs. And I can say what she said, and clarity, because that's what people tend to come to me for. And when you don't have clarity, you tend to procrastinate. And I know that some of you guys have said in the vision board, in the spiritual business vision board and Bank 50K 50 Days Challenge group, Facebook group, that you procrastinate, you have a fear of selling, perfectionism, fear of failure, all the things, slight fear of success, etc. And when you don't have clarity, that happens. So it's not anyone's fault, it's not your fault. But when you get clarity, it gives you that motivation. And so the other thing was like that motivation. And I messaged, I voice noted, and I said on the DMs, and I said, thank you, because that just lights up my day. And she said, oh my gosh, I'm just in this flow. And she didn't say those words, but it's that flow. And this has happened, that's happened, and this is that. And that's what I love. That is my ideal soul tribe, my ideal soul client. When you visualize who you want to work with and how you want to work with them, to get on the phone and have that synergy, and someone say, do you know what? I'm just going to make this happen. Like, it's a done deal. And I'm like, oh, yes. Love it. Because somebody can invest in you, right? Or with you, invest in themselves, but invest with you, right? And then just like walk away and not do anything. That for me, no. I'd rather give you back your money. I literally would rather give you back your money. I don't want something for nothing. Some people are like, yeah, okay, I'm not saying I'm going to repel it, but I'd rather you get results. I've coached and I've said, this is what we do. Let's get on a call, blah, 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 blah. And some people just resist that. They're like, I don't want to do what you're saying. And I need to be clearer on what I expect, because I don't, yeah. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, the way that I'm doing it, because I'm like, no, I'm willing to get on a call and I'm willing to serve. And I want you guys to see, oh, this is what serving is. It's not a sales call. Like, who even made that up? Like, it's not for us anyway. Not for us in the spiritual community. It doesn't work. Nobody wants to be sold to anyway. And then if I get on the sales call with my team, and then people are going, I closed this call, I closed this one, and I did this and I did that, and everybody in the industry is talking about them behind their back because they hated the way that they enrolled them, and it makes them feel icky, and they're like, yeah, I don't want to do that. So then it makes us just not contribute and hide behind closed doors. And I really wanted to have a different experience. So I'm excited. And the more calls that I have, by the time you get to like call 50, you're on fire. And actually, when I did this before, I didn't do the whole of the 50 days because I was doing something else. I was actually working with a co-producer and teaching her as well. And I was teaching my students, and I was making the whole pathway up and all the things. And now I've got the framework down. I've still got stuff to do. And I think I got on the call with I think there was 25, 26 people that asked for a call, and 5 of them I said no to. Hey, love, something like that. I have to get the stats back out. But it didn't actually do the 50, because when I first did this was back in 2015, I think, 15, 16. That's where the 50 breakthrough sessions that serve came from. I enrolled naturally into my program for a one-on-one session, and then it was a group program, and we did it's 6 steps. It's the same 6 steps that I have now, but it's like evolved. It was a purpose to profit system then. Now it's the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint, and I'd enrolled, and I said, right, you guys, this is what we're doing over these next 12 weeks. Go do an enrollment call, kind of a breakthrough session, and like, we'll get going. And they were like, huh? And I'm like, well, yeah, do what I did. And they're like, I don't know how. And I was like, oh, well, I can show you. So it came about through that. And I said, should we do 100 sessions? Should we do 50? Should we do 25? We settled on 50. And then it was 50 in 28 days. So you guys are lucky you've got 50 days to serve. And if you serve and you show up in that way for 50 days, it will change your life. It will absolutely change your life. So Yasmin says, watching you makes me feel inspired. I can do this. Absolutely. Yes. Can I get an amen? Love it. That's the point. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it. Showing up raw and real. And so I was having the conversation today, and you know, on the intake form, I don't know, Yasmin, if you've seen your intake form yet. Well, it's the same intake form for everybody, and it's extensive. And I said, I don't get on a call unless you're willing to fill out the intake form. So this soul sister said, and I won't reveal names, said, I looked at the form, I was like, wow, overwhelmed. And I said, yeah, I know. At the bottom, I say, don't get overwhelmed. And she's like, but why haven't I done that? Like, it's a filter. Those that don't want to fill it out, that's why I cancelled the second call. And like, I don't have enough information to really serve you deeply. When you give me the information, I can mix it up, alchemize, and we can spit out like a formula where we can just go, right? But if you're not willing or you're not a great fit, it just won't work. The formula won't work. So, and I'm very honest and very transparent about that. So the idea for you to come out, yeah, the great idea. So the idea for me to be inspiring, that's the like contribution. And people say to me, you know, oh, I love the model. Somebody said yesterday when I was on the last live, the day 7, not day 8, day 7, I love your unique approach. And it is a unique approach. It's not new. Like, doing a YouTube channel is not new. Writing a book is not new. Doing a retreat is not new. Doing a VIP day is not new. Doing a masterclass is not new. Doing a 7-day challenge or a 5-day challenge is not new. But the way that I put it together, because we've got this hanging over here, this hanging over there, and doing that in isolation, that in isolation. And all I've done is just worked out the formula for me. And one of the reasons why, Yasmin, and I'm hoping that you do feel inspired, because I had this vision. Yasmin says, great idea. I had this vision of, I don't know if you're familiar with Jeff Walker, product launch guy. I was inspired by his work, don't get me wrong. And he's evolved into like more soulful. But in the beginning, all I heard was build a list. And quite rightly so, if that's what you want. Didn't feel good to me. So I wanted to build a call list to get on calls. And I wanted the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint for us, for light workers and spiritual entrepreneurs and service-based business owners, to be as big as the product launch formula. I'm like, nah, dude, it's the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint. So I had that in mind, and I had that vision, and I was just like, let me create that holy grail that feels amazing, and it feels expansive, and it feels raw, and it feels real, and it feels like we can be in service, and it absolutely feels like we can do it. Yasmin says, it's the timing though, a week before Christmas, I'm going to create my video storyboard. No, it's fine. Right. So the timing of it is to have this on your mind, because we start to think of the new year anyway, right? And what we tend to do around the Christmas time is just go all out, eat all the things, put on about a gazillion pounds, and spend so much money that we don't even have, do all the things and not have the relationships with it, and be toxic over here, and do all the things, right? Put aside for our business, feel guilty when we take time off, and not earn blah, blah, blah. And then we want to go into the new year. And half of us are going into the new year in a way that is like depleted and drained, financially drained, emotionally drained, sick of the relationships around us, like everybody go home, sick of the environment, want to take all the decorations down. It's great for a period of time, and it's a high, and then there's a low. That's what it was for me. So when we're thinking about our business, I don't want to think of, oh, on New Year's Day, we make the New Year's resolution that by the 12th of January, we're all done. It's like, no, let's live an intentional life. Everybody's thinking, oh, it's going to be the new year. It's the Christmas, and some people take time off their jobs, blah, blah, blah. Now, if I had said, right, excuse me, this week you've got to do it, and I will shut the doors, then it would be enough timing. But because I'm like, come with me if you're able to come with me. But if you're not able to come with me, that's okay. And the next year you set the intention to be able to come with me, so you're not pushed and pulled, and you can actually take that time out to do the vision board. So I bet for those of you who want to have more freedom, time, not work for anyone else, blah, 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 bring in the family to do the vision boards with, create that magical life and that life work balance. That's it. So it's a beautiful way to clear the path, ready before everybody else gets their teeth into you, that waits till January, that bombard you with a gazillion messages. I'm like, I'm in your mind first, right? That's me. Family just turn up and I love them. Yeah, they do. Of course they do. I made a bucket list over and over again. I made my bucket list over and over again. Did you? What with the vision board party? You made the bucket list. I have Grand Cubs tomorrow. Wednesday is Canva Day. Yeah, and you know it's literally like they give you the fuel, but please don't feel pressured into doing any of it. Just watching it or listening while you're in the bath, or like while you're washing up or doing all the things, watch it at any point, listen. But it sets the seeds. It sets the seeds and it has you reflect. It has you reflect, and so yeah, it's not a you have to get it done. That's why it's quiet, and I'm good with that. No, years ago, and I got my stuff. Did you, from doing the bucket list? Yes. I'd love to know what was on your bucket list, and bringing that energy into Robin's messaging me. Sorry, Robin, on Telegram. Bringing that energy into the success of now. Robin, Yasmin says, I've been watching you while walking school, been watching the dishes. Thank you. You're amazing. When people go, I don't have time, you make time. So when I do my 5-day challenge, so I've done it live. It's part of the book now, so I'm not going to do it live anymore. But when I do like the Q&A of it, October through to April, we have an hour from Monday to Friday. And so it's a self-study. And so you can go through it whenever you want to. And then I go, oh, okay, this is live week. It turns into a live challenge. And so I had people in the group at the time. And I had a couple had done it. For some reason, the husband had got completely roped into what his wife was doing, because he's like seeing her and her life's changing, etc. So he's like, I want a piece of that. And he did. And he did so well. He surpassed, not being rude, he surpassed his wife's expectations, and he surpassed whatever she did. He got his course up and running. He got his clients. It was a woodworking thing. He got his group. He was growing his group. They both won a VIP day with me. And I was like, oh, I'll do one together. And I had to do one separately. They were absolutely amazing. And so when they were watching me, they've got like loads of kids in the house and stuff, big family. And literally they said, one was listening to me in the kitchen, one was listening to me in the bathroom, and I was like, oh my God. And they said, we've just spent the last 4 hours with you today. And I'm like, you're welcome. But it was on video, so I didn't know. And that's how I can contribute, right? Everywhere. Sorry, love. That's next for me. Oh, that is absolutely hilarious. I know. So it's like the haunting, but that brings it into the contribution, right, Yasmin? That brings us into, okay, when you're serving, that's how you feel. I'm just with you all day long, just talking and being with you. And if you notice the way that I present, and I mention it in my book, right, the first chapter is on the principles of consistently going public. And I think the second chapter, it might be the second one, but one of the chapters is about the principle, it's key principle number 4, the principles of I am perfect practice. 5 is authentic, raw and real presenting. So you don't have to be perfect at all. You just show up, speak out and serve deep. So I love it. So the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast is that follow on again from the vision board. And I'm here to have you, remind you every single day you've got that vision board. You know, like when you just drop off and you're like, and you leave it by the wayside. No, Iona's here. There you go. I want to know how you feel. How do you feel about your level of contribution? And Yasmin, because you've been through this with me from last week, from last Monday to now, like you said, you're like, yes, I can do this. Do you feel, what's your vibration when you rate your contribution? Whether you've done anything or not, like, what do you feel? 1, again, soul funk. 11, soul flow, like everything's happening. And like I said, you know, the call that I got on, she's just taken some major action. I'm like, wow, that inspires me. So let me know how you feel. So we do, the contribution freedom is CFM, contribution freedom Monday equals, and then 1 to 11. Yes, I do terrible lives. Do you know what? They're not terrible lives. I've seen you, and I challenge you. If we do work together, I challenge you to do 50 days of lives. You're like, oh my God, no, consistently. And just get that whole, it's horrible out of, you know, I rant and go on and cry, and I don't actually care anymore. Absolutely awesome times a million. 11. Yes. This is a high vibration that we want to notice how we feel about how we're contributing in the world. It's amazing. Cool. Yeah. So the next segment of the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast, because I want to respect your time, is the vision board. And again, go and get it done and post your vision boards. I know that you're going to do yours. Absolutely amazing. You'll find the playlist around this video to manifest more life work balance, right? Because that's what we all want. And thank you for the love, guys. And both sides of my brain are buzzing. Yeah. That's what she said on the call. She voice noted me today because I said thank you, and she's like, I know. And the creative brain and the it's just like, it's amazing. It's such a beautiful feeling that when you just feel so alive and you're just like, unleash that creativity rather than hide behind closed doors. Do you know what I mean? And then we keep up the momentum. So the vision board is done, or going to be done. Set that intention, set that vision. Now we want to visualize how we want to launch our day, lead our day, and leave our day. Meaning the vision that we are putting on our vision board. And that's why I have the vision board challenge, so that it makes us setting intentions and seeing us and feeling us every single Monday. Oh, well, how am I contributing? So you've got the lives. So how you know, I know that you're, you know, half joking with I do terrible lives, but it's that contribution, like how you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day. And if you were going to do a live, it's like, it was amazing. You know, I do amazing lives, and the lives always land. They're always connected, whether somebody's on there or somebody's on the replay, and it's speaking that into existence. So you're contributing in a way that feels absolutely epic and on point. You know what to say. It always comes out in flow. You're always guided. You're listening to that guidance, and everybody just gets so much value. Do you know what I mean? Yes, like the segment intending, it makes a huge difference. Yeah. So like coming on to, before I come on to the live, is like, I'm going to have a party with it. And sometimes I'll just clap and I'll go, woo, you know, and I'll just really get myself into that state, and I'm showing up for you, or I'm visualizing just already speaking to you, or I'll walk around the house and I'll be like, yeah, guys, looks like a crazy person, but it works. Makes it magical. Yes. I live at the end. I live at the end. I live at the end. Okay. And bring that feeling to this moment. Oh, okay. Yeah. You think about the end thing. Yeah. And bring it into now. Absolutely. So like the terrible lives are not terrible. We can't, because you just won't do them with the energy of, you know, that full force, that connection. So how we launch our day, lead our day, and leave our day in terms of our contribution. What are we doing? visualize that, bring your vision board into now. So I brought my vision board into now, and I was like, how do I want to serve? I want to serve in this way that's in alignment with me. I want to be raw, and I want to be real. I want to be honest. I want to be in integrity. I want to have fun. And I hope I do bring that. I hope I do bring that. So that's me living in alignment with my vision to contribute, and then getting on a call and segment intending that, and then coming off the call, and then hearing within like 3 hours, life's just changed. Like literally, life's just changed night and day. Absolutely, yeah, I do. Yes, and bring that feeling into the moment. Yeah, I love it. So the next segment is for the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, and that's spiritual business success. Is what do you need to do now? So we've visualized it. What do we need to do now? So you're already doing the segment intending. So in terms of the level of contribution, so if it's lives, do we need a theme? Do we need like what do we need to make it even better? What are the 1 to 3 things that you can do or let go of? Right, that will serve you to be in that vision and live in that version of you that is on the vision board contributing. Especially in the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge, visualize yourself serving and making a no-brainer offer, right? And people saying, yes, absolutely, I want to be in your highest level. What else? I want to express gratitude. The Seven Freedoms Frequency way. So hopefully by now you kind of get that, and I've got dogs in the background, but that's okay. The Seven Freedoms Frequency way of saying gratitude. So again, I've got my little love heart. I've got one of these on my vision board. So I say, I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate something from the past, maybe something from the present, or something from the predicted future. And I'm hoping that my niece gets the dogs to not do that. So think of something from contribution freedom, health freedom, emotional freedom, environmental freedom, relationship freedom, spiritual freedom, and financial freedom. It can be something on your vision board, or it can be something if there's a gap between your vision board and now. Just express the gratitude for where you are. There doesn't have to be like this big grandiose thing that you're grateful for. So I've just already done gratitude, but I'm going to think of another 7 things that I'm grateful for. So you might journal this down so you can come back to it and reflect, or you might just, I call it soul speaking into existence. So if I raise my vibration, you raise your vibration, we raise the vibration of the collective. All right. So I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate the level of contribution that I had today in a breakthrough session, and hearing that back of the difference that made, just that time, spending that time will be like tenfold. Do you know what I mean? Can't think of the word, but it just multiply the energy of it. And I love that. That's my work in the world. That's me living a life purpose-led business. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate my mental health. I feel really good because there was a time when I was experiencing burnout that I didn't feel as good as what I feel like now. And I just feel, I don't think I'm completely at the top of my game. I'm pretty high vibing now. Because it takes a while to recover from burnout. And I wouldn't, because I'm not like at the full with the exercise. And I think the winter actually has that impact. But I feel really good. I feel really good in my mind. I'm thinking like the other areas of my health. I'm really happy and grateful for that because it just feels really good. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate my emotions, the emotional freedom, to be able to express how I feel with love and kindness, rather than with love and kindness, with tough love and kindness, actually, regarding family stuff. So I've been fostering and different things, and different things were arising, and it's hurting my heart. But to be able to express and just be calm is a good thing. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate the environment, this loving home. My Yasmin says in here, I walk with two timelines overlapping. Do you? I'd love to hear more about that. This environment, I'm really happy and grateful for. It's given me a safe space to be able to come live and to be able to record my work and to have my calls and, you know, have my Mac. So I've got a big fat Mac that was on my vision board at one point. It's like, it's big. I'm like, yes, I'm happy and grateful for this environment. And the Mac showing me, reflecting back to me every single time I touch it, that vision, you know. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate the relationship. So I'm dating. And one of my soul sisters, she said, I saw that you had a date. How did the date go? And I go, the date was epic. It was the best date ever. It was a date. It ended up being a weekend date. It was absolutely so. He traveled up from Luton to the hometown that I'm in, and it's miles away, miles away. So he got on the train at like 11:20 the next day and didn't stay with me. He stayed in a hotel, right? And he got there about 3:30 or something like that. We danced the night away. It was just amazing. So I'm really happy and grateful for that relationship and dating and just having a conversation tonight with a guy who is a cancer survivor. I can say that because he puts it out there. And just a deep conversation that is what you wouldn't expect on a dating app. And I'm talking about developing my own dating app and writing my book and stuff. So that's getting guys intrigued. So it's really nice to just have a conversation and build those relationships. I like male company as well. Happy and grateful and appreciate the spirituality, the guidance. It's like, oh, the guidance for you, Yasmin, talking about what was it? The ringing in the ears. And then it's like, no way, like your ears were ringing. And then like the Kyle Gray and just so many things. Like the lady that I got on the call with was like, oh, I've got the book with Kyle Gray. I was guided. I bought it the day before. Oh, it was just, I love all of that stuff. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate financial freedom. That I'm able to give to my goddaughter whenever she asks. I give and she always gives back. Do you know what I mean? It's just a really beautiful thing because her mum has passed. Her brother is my official godchild. I'm like, all y'all. There's a lot of them. I'm like, all y'all. And to have that relationship with her and to have the finances to sit whenever she says, it's like, here you go. She knows that she's got me. So I love that. All right. What else have we got? Another card. I pulled a card earlier. I'm going to pull a card for the Keepers of the Light, and then we'll do the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, and then we'll wrap up. I used to bump into Kyle Gray online. Is he still around? Yeah, Kyle Gray, the Keepers of the Light. Yes, I was saying about the card and stuff, and then the lady that I got on the phone with, she's like, "You never guess what? I've got the book." I've got the book. I bought it like a day before I'd mentioned it or something like that. She was drawn to it. Was about ascended masters. Just feel that? Just jump out. Ascended masters, Saint Germain. Look at that. Karma releasing. It says, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Woo, woo. Can I get an amen? Oh, yes. The vision board party does not end when you keep going. So I'm going to read what that means. Yasmin, were you not online when I was talking about the card that looked like my son from Kyle Gray? Were you online then? This one, the Divine Director. That's my son. And the Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. My son passed when I was doing the #1 Divine Intervention virtual event. It's not like it's a common name. And I was set to do that for a long time, and I didn't end up doing it. I came offline, and then I went, yeah. I was like, oh, were you there? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I think he is. I've got a book called The Warrior. Oh, I'm going to have a look at that. Yeah, the Warrior. I think it's the Warrior something. Warrior. It's Warrior, but it's a more spiritual essence. Saint Germain. Shall we do this one? Okay, 94. Let's see what Cal Gray has got in store. I thought you were on. That's what I thought. I think he is. Cal Gray. Excuse me. Let me get to. There you go. All right. So I'll hold the card up. It's different, but there. Here always. Yeah, I know. It is very different. Saint Germain was born in France in the 18th century. I've got shiny stuff, my ring light on it. And it is said that to have been given a new identity because he was the love child of two very powerful people. He was well educated and able to rub shoulders with royalty. He was also deeply interested in magic, alchemy. Oh, yes. And the cosmos, and able to perform real life miracles and turn lead into gold, alchemy. Yes. Now he helps us move beyond social limitations to connect with the right people for the highest good. Can I get it? He's still a master alchemist and able to help us turn whatever is leaden in our life into something that is golden. His twin flame is Lady Portia, and he is the keeper of the violet flame and the powerful. I can't say that. It's like the ethers retreat where we can release karma. Extended message. Karma is the spiritual law of cause and effect. We experience many levels of karma. Some we inherit from our family, and some from the people we keep helping out of the problems they keep creating. Saint Germain, hang on 1 second. Saint Germain is here now to clear your energy so that you'll no longer have the weight of the world or your loved one's world on your shoulders. Wow. Yeah, that's what I just mentioned, didn't I? And I'm like, I know it's not my journey, but I'm like, okay, I might have to go to adoption. Like, it's just been crazy. Be aware that an old pattern is leaving your life and creating space for something more loving to enter. Thank you. Visualize yourself surrounded by a fiery violet cloak to release all the karma you no longer need. And before I go to bed, I will do that. No, actually, when I get off the live, I'm going to read that again, and I'm going to do exactly that. My old title was Wizard of Alchemy. It was during COVID. I've seen that. So you say it's your old title. Have you got a new one? Have you got a new title? Yeah, the alchemy is massive. I've had people pull cards for me, and then the alchemy came about like after the purple hearts and stuff were in my inbox. There's so much stuff. All right, so I think that's it. I haven't read the book, a book for today, but what I will do is say on Wednesday, I would love for you to be part of the book launch and purchase this book and leave a review. So the lady that I got on the call with said that she downloaded it on Kindle Unlimited. So there's Kindle and there's the paperback. Now, if you purchase the book, whether it's on Kindle Unlimited or it's $5.55 for the Kindle, there is a coupon code inside of here for my 5-day course. It's a value of $500. No, not $500. It's a value of $55. I would love your support on this. Absolutely epic. Everything that I'm sharing, everything that I'm doing is built with the framework in this book. So if you found what I'm doing helpful, then please do support the book and leave a review. That's what I want, some reviews. So when I take my book on a book tour, then it's amazing. No, not yet. Okay, cool. And all day on Wednesday, that is what I'm going to be doing, having my own book launch. I haven't really set out the times of having a real like book launch, and I will be doing it on the 6th of May again anyway. But I felt called on the day that the anniversary of my brother's passing on the 19th of November to like a couple of days after was do this and support you in your own book. And if you've got a promotion for your own book or a free chapter, to put it in the Spiritual Entrepreneurs Book Launch, Best-Selling Book Launch Club. I created that. Now I've got another project to do, but I'm like, okay, I will do it. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. Apparently, because I was just going to do it behind closed doors myself, get the book ready so I could do my videos and take my book on the book launch tour, but a virtual tour, but that's what it is. So did I do the bank 50K in 50 days? The vibrational money voucher. So this is my Soul Legacy Journal. I'm the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy, host of the Soul Legacy TV. And I say this is 365 days of your spiritual awakening story, a co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for lightworkers. So this journal, Yasmin, it gives you £1,000, dollars, or euros every single day. So this is the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge. There's a vibrational money voucher in the Spiritual Business Vision Board Facebook group, the Bank 50K in 50 Days. And we imagine spending it every single day. And if you don't want to do it every single day, carry it over to the next day. So it's a bigger chunk of money, but you have to spend it by Sunday. I leave mine till Sunday, but I visualize that, okay, I've got that money. You tithe 10% to a worthy cause, because when we have that money and we're banking 50K, we do want to give and tithe, right? So you come from the space of tithing to a worthy cause. My worthy cause is Compassionate Friends. It's a charity for bereaved parents, because I am one. I dedicate my work to my son, and that makes me feel good. And I know the work that they do. And then I have, because I'm getting involved with the charity, come from the space that all your bills are done, all your taxes are done, and all of your savings are taken care of. So that means you've got plain money to spend on the experiences that you put on your vision board, whatever it is, in whatever area, whether it's contribution, whether it's health, whether it's emotions, whether it's environment, whether it's dates, whether it's spirituality, whether it's finances, whatever it is, you get to spend on that, your vibrational money every single day. That means the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge happens. I challenge you every single day for 50 days to spend that vibrational money voucher or carry it over, but tithe 10%, right? Be in vibrational alignment with the energy of what is on your vision board and watch the magic happen. That's when people are like, yeah, I didn't really do it. I left it by the wayside, blah, blah, blah. You play your vision board montage, you journal with me, and you go and you take action and you spend your vibrational money. You actually go to the website and the what have you. It takes a little bit of let's pretend, but the brain doesn't know. The brain thinks in images, like we can trick the brain. It tricks us enough. And feel it. Feel it. In order for it, before it manifests, we've got to feel it. And that is it. It's not hard work. It's not like I've got to struggle. It's feeling it, trying it on, having it fit, having it lock into place, and watch the magic unfold. It's imagination. Yeah. Use your imagination, set your intentions. And then when you get that action, that soul guided action, when you get those downloads, write them down in your journal and take immediate action on them. Do the thing that it's telling you to do. When you're nudged, I don't have time, because you're delaying it. And if it doesn't seem even related, it's listening to whatever that is that you need to do. It comes in different ways. I know you guys know this, but sometimes it's just that reminder. You know, that time when we're like, oh, I'm done, I give up, or this is like, I've asked the universe, I've asked and it is not being given. You know what, when we're in that zone. Or I've asked and look at my life. That's not the one. It's using that energy. Excuse me. And it's going to take a level of believability, I say, and trust. And I'm here every single day with you as a follow-up. So Yasmin, when you said, oh my gosh, there wasn't a day 8 and you were sat at the TV waiting for me to go live. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, well, I've got used to this now. She's part of my world. You know, this is a habit that you form when your brain is like, yeah, I'm ready for this day. We've got these daily lives. We've got this YouTube podcast, and then I will strip out the audio and you can just listen. And I'm showing up, speaking out and serving deep. I know, right? Like, where's she at? So that is it. I had to confess, I absolutely love it. And everything that happens, I bring it in as content. So hopefully you don't mind me doing that. I just think it's so beautiful, and it's Contribution Freedom Monday. So when we're like, oh, that's too much, we can't do like 7 days. Oh, that's too much, we can't do a daily live. Oh, it's not. Actually, it's building relationships and it's being consistent. And success for me feels like consistency. right? Like, it's not, oh, the grandiosity, look at me, I've got a mansion. No, success is consistency. It's fun, it's love, it's relationships, it's all the things I put on my vision board. And if you notice anything about me, I'm quite a minimalist. I like luxury, but I'm quite a minimalist in it. And apparently I'm a bohemian. I don't know, like, I just, there's so many things that mean so much to me. I've had so many losses. And I was having this conversation today, um, on Telegram, with somebody that I was speaking to on Tinder, is that I've had so many losses of male losses in my life. I'm like, what is that? You know, and it just has me, everybody goes, oh, you're so strong. I'm like, no, dude, I'm just honoring their name and I'm honoring my legacy. This is my legacy. So, Yasmin, I'm really, that just lit me up. I'm like, I could not be more grateful that you'd want to spend that precious time that you've got with me, especially around the holidays. And I know that so much is going on. I'm so grateful for that. So grateful for that. And I'm really looking forward to not wishing the year away, just really basking in all of 2024. But we know, look at 2020, 2021, like, oh, 2022, did it get better? 2023, we're kind of clawing out of it. In 2024, it's like, nah, it's time. Leave all that energy, let it go. Let's manifest. Let's not be pushed and pulled by the whole matrix of whatever's going on. Let's step back into our power. So December 2024, we look back and go, yeah, I took it by storm. I intend to take 2024 by storm, so hopefully you're with me. Us too. Yeah. We're alchemists because of you. Oh, don't even, I cry all the time. You're not alchemists because of me. You're alchemists because of you. You're alchemists because of the journal. The idea of the Soul Legacy Journal. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So with that said, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I really, 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 really deeply appreciate it. You were why I'm here, because you led. I did lead. I will take that. That whole, when it comes through, you're like, I don't know. I even know what I said. I don't even know what I just, I can listen back to this. I'm like, oh, what you said was okay. Like, oh, that was good. I have no idea. It flows. It's that soul flow. So thank you. Big love. So, guys, share your gifts, shine your light, because you are born to serve. Here's to showing up, speaking out, and serving deep. Big, big, big love. Be blessed in your soul purpose. Yasmin, thank you for spending this time. Whoever was quiet or wherever you are and you're somewhere else and I didn't see your comments, then thank you for spending this time with me. And when you come and spend time with me, please come in a space where you can add your energy to the conversation, because I would love that. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please share this out with whoever needs to hear it, however they need to hear it, wherever they need to hear it. Okay, please help me share the energy of the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast. Big love. I shall see you tomorrow for Health Freedom Tuesday. Take care, guys.